Brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This one. Be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 8, read. Check 41. Watch the run. Get it.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald, and incomplete to open things up. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Check.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch that, and watch the ball. 55.
Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. And a Raven first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 44, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run here with Balazs. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Get the ball. Now.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready, break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
61, matchbox lights.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Set, back. Pittsburgh. Record. Check. Check out route. Hot. Check. Crunch. Check 99. Check.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Set, ready. Henry. 52's the mic. Check 26, check 25. He's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run.
From the 17, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Charles Harris gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch twist.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And again, it's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal, Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch, switch. Say it, right.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.